hair looks a mess. Hair's looking a mess. Hoodie too small. Getting adjusted, getting comfortable. Pushing the heater towards me because it's cold in the basement. Hi, my name is Christian. I, on some real shit, wanted to kill myself earlier. How's that for an intro? No, honestly, I was feeling really down and lonely, and I was talking to my friend about it later this evening when I was at work, because I was genuinely like super upset, more so than usual, about the whole being single shit. And I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend like I didn't have people swipe right on me after I made the last video, but I thought to myself, am I still allowed to have standards? Can I still pick and choose who I want to love me despite my constant needing and reassurance and complaining about not being loved? And I realized that, yeah, I can. And even with that aside, you know, they just weren't my type. And I can't fake that. You know, I can't fake my feelings for somebody. I can't do that. So, and I know maybe I should have just hunkered down with someone for the sake of doing it, but I have standards now. So I'm not doing that. But what's the purpose of this one? Why am I here? Why am I talking to you? Because it gets better. That's the purpose of this whole video. It gets better. And I remember, like, just because I've been seeing like all my friends, all the people I know, well, not all the people I know, but there's a lot of people in my life that are doing certain things and are in situations. I'm not naming them, keeping them anonymous, but you know, on the dating apps, I saw a lot of people just traveling, going to different countries, you know, driving places, drinking and shit, you know. And I'm always like, I used to not care about that for a good couple months, honestly, but I feel as if after the breakup, all of that started affecting me again. Like, oh man, why am I not drinking? Why am I not driving? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? And then you realize that comparison is the thief of joy. And there's truly a lot in my life that when I'm depressed, I do not exactly appreciate the way I need to. Don't know where I put it. It's up there. But I dropped an album recently, and I'm biased as hell, but I think it's album of the year. I don't know a single other person in my life who could say that, right? You know, I have a roof over my head, and this is bare minimum shit, but still, I have a roof over my head. I just went to McDonald's tonight. I have money in the bank, even if it's not a lot. I do have money in there. I have friends. I have a family who loves me. I have loads, just absolutely loads of albums. I have the most bomb-ass CD collection in the freaking world, I think. Even if I didn't cross 100 yet, I think I got like 72 CDs. You know, I have this boombox off camera that I absolutely love. It's like my prized possession. You know, I have a piano down here, man. I have my talent, I have my skill, I have my pretty face. Cause I'm a pretty boy. Fuck what the dating apps say, you know, I'm a pretty boy. I identify as that. And there's like, and just because there's no one in my life at this moment that truly appreciates me for who I am, that doesn't mean that the things that are in my life are negligible, right? Like they don't count just because I don't have this one thing, that I should overlook all of this other stuff that's going on. And I will get to wake up tomorrow and clean my room. Because to say I haven't been pretty bummed out the last couple days, I have. I've been pretty depressed, honestly. But it's at moments like this when I talk to my friends and I realize how much they love me and how important I am to them and how I really, as hard as it is, I shouldn't kill myself. It's at moments like this where I appreciate me. Despite it all, I still love me. And I remember there was a period in my life where I didn't. Like, I really didn't. Like, I hated myself. I hated everything about me. And a lot of that hatred came from the standpoint of comparing myself to others, right? Just, oh, well, he's light-skinned and I'm not. He's tall and I'm not. Because of this, that, and the third, I should feel bad about myself. But you are important. Everybody's important to somebody. If not to somebody, to themselves. Because at the end of the day, chances are, all you got is you. And deep down, nobody will truly know you the way you know you, right? So, like, I be stressing out about the shit, but, like, for real, like, it gets better, right? Because I thought it wasn't going to get better. I thought it was it. So many times before, especially within, like, the past couple of years, I thought it was over, Oh, I'll never find her, I'll never date somebody again. And then I did. And even though it didn't last as long as I wanted to, I will again. No matter how dismal I be about it, I am about it, I will again. Because I thought I wouldn't, and I did. I thought, oh man, I'm never gonna top this album. This is the best thing I'll ever make. And I did. You just, honestly, there's this, Lil Wayne off the Carter 5. We don't talk about the 6, but the Carter 5, the outro, Let It All Work Out, with the sample, with the sample. It's like, just let it all work out. And that's it, man. For real, we gotta just let it all work out. Like, I be stressing about this shit. I really do. I really, really do. It be weighing on me, and I be super depressed, like, a lot. But when those moments wear off, and I realize that they are just moments, they're temporary feelings in time, that I'm okay. And I'm going to be okay. And if I'm not okay right now, I will. Because I always am. No matter what. You just gotta let it all work out. Because my time for all of that stuff that I really want, my career, actually getting into graphic design, getting into the field, finding my partner, my soulmate, moving out, being in my own place, getting a car, truly living the life that I want to live if I work for it. And also, some of it is just luck. I could be skilled and hardworking and absolutely consistent with just about everything I do, but it's also just luck. Some of it is, but a lot of it isn't. And I just know. And even though it gets really hard to believe sometimes, I just know that all of the things I want in this life, I can get. And I will get. And of course, you gotta think within reason, right? Like, I don't think I'm finna be a millionaire, but I want to be well off enough to the point where I don't have to worry about money ever again. I want to have a soulmate that appreciates me the way I think I should be. I want to be in my career to the point and work on projects long enough where I can feel creatively fulfilled with myself looking at my backlog. All of these things I want will come to fruition just as long as I stay, man. Because I thought it'd never get better. I thought it was over for me years ago, and I'm still here. And some days are harder than others, but I'm still here. You just gotta let it all work out. And that's a beautiful way to end this. Whatever time you're watching this, I wish you a very good rest of your day, afternoon, or night. And tell your close loved ones that you love them. And I hope to see you again soon. And I thank you once more for stopping by. I was going to say something else, but you know what? Yeah. Gotcha. You know, I'm not done yet. That was what I was just thinking about, like me and my friend, we was just talking about, you know, excuse me, just staying, and I was just thinking about how, like, I've been, cause I recorded earlier. I was in a worse mind state than I am now, but I did record earlier, and I was just thinking about how younger me, I've really been, for the most part, just feeling this way just about my whole life now, right? Or most of it. Just, oh man, who's gonna love me? Do I love myself? You know, I've been feeling this way since like 5th, 6th grade, man. So honestly, I'm staying for younger me, man. You know, I be focused so much on others. So much on what other people got going on. Oh, they got a partner. You know, they doing this with their career. Camera cut off. But my point is, you gotta let it all work out. It's really easy to compare yourself to others and get lost in the absolute hellscape that is social media. But as long as you're doing better than the version of you last year, that's all that should matter. Because it gets better. And you just gotta let it all work out. Now, whatever time you're watching this, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, evening. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Call up people that you haven't talked to in a while, you know. And I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Really cut off in the middle of, I was talking my talk, dog.